Hello guys, it's me, Yandere United, and today I'm just gonna do a short intro and introduction to my community. This is the Yandere community. This is the Yandere United community. You can see it's all different stuff we can do. If you want to join, you can. How do you say? Meet other people. Find Yanderes. Do Yandere related stuff and all that. And this is what we do. Yeah, this is my own community. I'm the leader. If anyone wants to join, please feel free to. Currently, I need over 700 members on this community to make this community, this little family, more big and happy. Well, okay then. If you would like to leave a like, if you would like to join this community, feel free to. Well, have a great day. Well, this is what we do. Well, I hope you have a great day. Leave a like, subscribe. I'm joking. Please join my Yandere United community. It'll be appreciated. Thank you very much. Bye. What's up, everyone? It's me, Yandere United, and today I am going to give you a special video on Yandere in real life. Before I begin, leave a like, subscribe, hit that notification bell down below, and hit that bell icon in the middle. You'll never miss a video.
Hi. Just going to keep my name confidential in this one. For the sake of these girls trying to find me, you can call me Hirato, since that was my nickname at the time. It all began when I was in 12th grade, and summer was around the corner. Here in Arizona was the hottest days of the year. That meant that more skin was showing, and it was more likely for you to be attracted to these girls. One day, though, our school let us go to the lunchroom to chat with our friends, as in reward for behavior, and my best friend, let's just call him Snaps, was trying to get me to sit with this one chick that I regret even knowing that went by Sarah. Sarah wasn't your typical girl, though. She was a little off when you got to know her. Yes, she was mostly normal, but also quiet in a sense. As I approached her with Snaps, she glanced up at us as if we were some creatures. Sarah was sitting with TJ, her best friend, but Sarah kept staring into the table like she was looking into a mirror. As we sat in front of the two girls, we began to talk about what was happening in school. We have known TJ pretty well, but Sarah, on the other hand, not much. After a while, though, as I paid more attention to what TJ was talking about, I noticed at the corner of my eyes, Sarah was just staring into my soul. I began to sweat a little because it was just so damn creepy. Snaps got my attention when he asked me to go get him a drink from the vending machine. He handed me $4 so that we could all get something. TJ wanted water, so did Snaps, but Sarah turned to me slowly with her head. I want a Dr. Pepper, thank you, Hirato, as she said in a straight face. My heart jumped a beat as Snaps asked me what was wrong. As I said nothing, as I made my way to the vending machine while the three sat down. Once I arrived to it, I started to press the buttons and put in the dollar bills. Just for curiosity, I looked back at where the three were sitting. Surprisingly, there she was, sitting there staring at me with her brown eyes as her dirty blonde hair hung over one eye. She was also grinning wildly as if she saw something that she was wanting to eat. I swallowed and started to sweat more. I then went to the table to to deliver the drink as she still laid her eyes on me with that grin. I then said, "Here's the drinks," and snaps, "I'm going to go to the bathroom for a second." "Go ahead, man. We have 5 minutes," as he responded. I went to the bathroom and got out my phone to text Snaps. I sent him a message stating, "That Sarah girl is creepy as fuck, man. Meet me at my house after school." He responded within 1 minute, "Alright, man. I also have some things to tell you." The bell rang, dismissing school while I was in the bathroom. Once I arrived home, I put down my book bag and made my way up to the room while Mom, since she was the only one living with me at the time, was sleeping on the chair with her headphones on in the other room. Then once I was ready and had everything situated, I waited outside my house for Snaps. Within 5 minutes, he showed up, and we sat down on a few chairs in the front of the house. Dude, that girl we were sitting with, well, she is known to be crazy and very mentally disturbed. As he said, then continued, "I think Sarah has a crush on you." And I heard that her past was, well, let's just say, twisted with her family. I responded with a sigh and asked if there were something I could do to avoid this chick. Snaps recommended that I stay away from her the best I could and don't notice her so it seems that I'm not interested. He had to go after the little chit-chat since he had work, but the night I slept, I kept having nightmares of that smile. I had a dream that I was relaxing on a beach and she showed up just standing 20 feet away from me with a white dress, her dirty blonde hair drooping down her face, and that wide, creepy smile. The following morning, nothing happened. I never saw her after that meetup with TJ, but 2 weeks later I noticed her when she walked into the room I was assigned to during study hall. My heart just raced. She eventually noticed me and smiled widely like she did a while back. Oddly, she sat in the corner of the class with a book in front of her, but as I looked back, I could see her peeping over the book just to stare at me. I knew that smile was behind the book. After study hall, I walked as fast as I could to my 4th block class where we would dismiss from there. That same night I was home, I had another nightmare about her. One night, though, after I graduated from school in the month of July, I decided to take a walk outside to get some fresh air during the night. Had no job, and at this point, I kind of forgotten about Sarah. Snaps moved to another state while I remained in Arizona. I never heard from TJ either, but she did mention college. Anyways, I walked to a hill with an apple tree on top just to watch the sunset over the hills in Arizona because I used to live in the outskirts of town. As I gazed my attention to the sunset, I heard noises in the bushes directly behind me.
It might be a Pokemon.
I looked back and dismissed it as nothing, or some animal being stupid. I turned my attention to the sunset again, and then I heard my name, Hiroto. The chills just scattered across my body. I gulped up my voice. I slowly turned where she was behind the bushes, staring at me like she did in school, but giggling in an evil tone, with her head facing the ground. "I've always thought you were my hero, Hiroto. It was really cute the way you glanced at me in the lunchroom the day we first met." As she said, my nerves were already fried from this latching on of her. "I have no interest for you. Why are you following me? And how did you know where I live?" She didn't answer. Just continued and replied with, "I have a special room that I dedicated to my special boy, Hiroto." As she
okay, that is more Yandere-chan for some reason.
At this point, I knew she was a Yandere. And
well, no shit, Sherlock.
Some days really freaked me out. "Sarah," as I said before, "I have no feelings for you. And you are very fucking weird." She slowly looked up to me, as if I stabbed her in the chest. "So, you're telling me I did all this chasing for nothing? You're going to be mine, and no one will ever have you." I knew my mom was passed out on the couch, and I was having her headphones in loud, as she always was, so I made an effort and ran for the woods. As I sprinted and yelled for help, I could hear her behind me running after me. I glanced back for a second and noticed a knife. I eventually lost her when I got far enough away, but when in the direction I least favored, I was stuck between a hill that was too steep to climb and the woods. I kept quiet as I heard rustling in the woods in front of me. I hid behind a tree that was closest to the steep hill. I was literally stuck between a rock and a hard place. As I heard her get closer, my heart just raced because I didn't look up due to the fear of being instantly spotted. I was trapped just behind a big tree. I could hear her breathe hard, and step closer to the hill. Barato, you can't escape me. I know where you live. I know that your mom is sleeping on the couch. Come on, let's have privacy and time together. I gulped while her voice seemed to get closer to the tree. Then I heard an object hit the hill. It was like silverware hitting rock. It must have been the knife. Then I could hear sobbing. I thought to myself, if I could get an object to knock her out, I could call the police and explain everything. I didn't know if I was going to die or suffer from something I'd rather not even think about. I noticed a hollow stick laying just a few feet in front of me. As I heard her sob on the ground, I knew she was disarmed. I peeked, and there she was, facing the steep hill with her face down, crying. I crawled slowly to get the stick. I slowly stood back behind the tree and then slowly made my way around her, where I could be behind her. Once I was behind Sarah, I said, "So you think I'm a hero? Well, what do you consider yourself, a monster?" As Sarah turned to me, with her tears pouring down her cheeks. "Is this what you consider me? A monster?" As she responded, "Yes. Why the fuck are you into me that much? There are many people in this world that may love you, but one of them isn't me." I knew at this point that what I just said pissed her off as she looked at the knife laying on the ground. Then she pulled out a picture of me with blood on it and a lighter. What the fuck, as I thought to myself, and it was me laying in my bed with my lamp on, passed out. My heart just thumped harder. You know, Hirato, we could have had it all together. Fuck you. As she started to burn the photo, grinning. Then after the photo was to ashes on the ground, she suddenly ran at me as I swung the stick, striking her right in the forehead. Then she flopped on me, causing me to fall, and then she landed on top of me unconscious. I threw her off of me immediately as her phone fell off out of her pocket. I picked it up and dialed 911. Edit. To make things short, I told the police everything of what happened, and it resulted Sarah to be forced into a mental hospital. My mom was very shocked by this occurrence and became more protective of me. One day, though, I was pulled aside in my yard by a man that worked at the mental facility. He told me that Sarah was undergoing treatment and was sent to New Mexico to keep me at a certain radius away from her. He told me that Sarah attempted suicide a few times in her own home and was found with many bloodstains on her clothes since she would cut herself many times. And finally, that when Sarah was younger, she was abused by her parents, where her parents were sent to prison and lost custody of her, but kept the new parents confidential. This all just began when my friend decided to help me hook up with one girl. 1 month later, though, I relocated to a different area, far, far away.